Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will see 20 different Excel VBA function. So we will move to the VBA editor. Here for the first one we are going to see the list. So, using the function we are going to write the months in the Excel range. List of months is the function name. We will assign to the function list of months using the array. Within the array, we can write the all months within the double quotes as string. So here we have 12 months. So we have to select 12 columns in a row. So we have to select like this way. Here from A to L, there are 12 cells are selected. You can see since we have created the formula with the array, so we need to close the formulas as an array formula only. So hold Ctrl Shift Enter. Then only we would have the all 12 months name. So after selecting this, we will write equation. The function is list of months, right? List of months we can select, then close parentheses, then Ctrl Shift and Enter. You will get the all months in the Excel range. Second one is creating a sum function. We are going to create a sum function. We will name that function as num_sum. So x as integer, y as integer, totally the function as integer. So we will add the x and y, x plus y, then we will assign to that function sum_num. So in the function we are going to write those numbers between comma x comma y. So in the Excel range, here we will get that function equal num_sum. This one, then we can write for the x 5 comma for the y 8. Close the parenthesis, enter. You will get the total. Also, you can type numbers here 8 6. Then we can write the piece function num_sum. It's like sum function. Then we will select this one comma this one. Close the parenthesis. Then you will get the total. We will see one more example for the sum function. The function name as result of the students. Here we will put the marks as range. We declaring the variable myself as range, total as integer. Initially we will assign the 0 to the total variable. So using the for statement for each myself in marks, then we will assign to the total plus myself dot value. So finally, we can assign the total to the function result of students. We have to assign to the function finally. We will jump into the Excel. Here you can see some of the students, a few subject results are here. We will write the equation here, equal result of students. That is the function, right? Then we have to select the range after the function, the marks as range. Then we will select that student marks. Close the parenthesis and enter. This is like a sum equation. Then we can click here. It will be applied to the all students. Here you can see this is another function. Find the grades. We are writing this function using the if statement. This is the function grade for the student. So total marks we found using the previous function. So here total marks as integer. So then the function will be as string. So here if total marks greater than 440 and less than equal to 500, grade A. Likewise, we are assigning the range for each grades. So we will call this function grade for student here equal grade for student. Then within bracket the total marks has to be there. So we will select this marks that is from the G2 cell. Close the parenthesis, we will enter. So out of this 500, 327, you can see that is here, from here. That is a grade C. Likewise, we can apply this to all students. You can get the grade for all students. The next function is CDate function. Here we are converting the date. For example 1, declaring variable k as variant, then the key result as date. So we are assigning a number to the variable k. Also we are converting that k variable as date. See, date is converting to the date. Then we are assigning to that variable k result as date. Then we are getting the k result in the message box. Now we will run this, the cursor between this procedure. Then we can run this one. You will get the message box. February 28th, 2020. This number will convert to the date as February 28th, 2020. This is the second example for the date function. We will see here we are declaring three variable value 1, 2, 3. Then we are assigning to those values. For the value 1, we are assigning a date within double quotes like this way. For the value 2, the hashtag. In the value 3, there's a time. Then we will get those values, then converting to the date, then we will get them into the message box. Now we will run this one. You can see for the first message box, 12th December 24, 2019, June 25th, then there's the time, 6:30, 48 seconds PM. So you can see 16 is converted to the 6 because the PM is here, 6:30, 48 PM. The next function is date function. We are assigning the date into the range L1. So date means today's date will be print in the range ones. Then we will run this. We'll check out the range L1. You can see here's the range L1. That is June 29, 2023. That is the today's date. The next example for the date function, the procedure due notifier. Here we are going to get the notification for the due. So due date as date, I as long. We are assigning to the due date variable. The date is going to be assigned to the variable. So earlier the I is equal to 2, from I is equal to 2 to seed 1, from this seed 1 seed cells row count comma 1 dot end Excel dot row. This means the number of row we used in the seed 1 in the column 1. So using this statement, we are assigning to the due date. Due date is equal to, using date serial. In the date serial, year, month and day will be there. So for the year, from the date is the today's date, year is 2023. Then come a month from the cell I comma P column is here. From this column we are getting the month. So from this date we will get the month. Then day also from the same column, cells I comma P dot value. Then that day will be printed. Then in the message box we are getting, if the due date is matching with this date serial, customer name, that is from the nth column, customer name, the name will be here. Then VB new line, we are using VB new line to jump into the next line in the message box. Then premium amount, that is from the column O. This is the premium amount. So today is 29th. We will see here's a 29, here's a 29, 229, two due dates are here. So we will run this one. You will get the message box. Customer name 4 has this premium amount. Click OK. Also customer 6 has some premium amount. We'll check this. Customer 4, today is the due date. Also customer 6, today is the due date. So when you run this, you will get the notification. Also we can call this function, we will call this function in this workbook. There's the workbook, you already written here. We'll uncomment this. When we open this workbook, because the workbook open procedure is default here, when you open this, the message box will be there. So what I am going to do, I'm going to close this one. I will reopen that file. So this is the workbook file. I will open it now. Okay, you can see when it opens, the message box will be appear for the name 4 and for the name 6. So when we open this workbook, the do not your procedure will be hold. Okay, this is the next sub procedure under the date function, that is for the birthday wishes. So what we are going to do, we are declaring the variable as Outlook app as object, Outlook email as object, my date as date, I as long. So for the particular birthday date comes for a particular stuff, automatically when we open this workbook or when we run this procedure, the birthday wish email has to be sent to the particular birthday boy or girl, also copy to the manager. We are setting the Outlook application create object, Outlook.application. You can see the email automation video I have already uploaded. You can see that. So we are sending to that variable my date as date from I is equal to 2. So from the row number 2, this is the table you can see for these employees. This is the email ID. The for statement for I is equal to 2 cells rows.count, 1 dot end Excel dot row. That means how many number of rows here. Then we are setting the Outlook mail within the if statement. My date is assigned by the today date. So my date, if the my date is today, then using the data serial, also here is the current year using date function, then month from the icon is S column, that is here because the S column contains the birth dates for these stuffs. So month will be from that S column, birth date, also day from the birth date. So month and day from the birth date, year from current date. So the data serial, if it match with the my date, it means if it match with the current date, then we are going to send the email. Within the email, you can see we already know to these people, birthday people, that is in the T column, copying to you that to the manager, then subject happy birthday, the birthday person, that is in the R column employee name. Then in the email body we are writing this one, then we are displaying. Now we can run this one. You can see today is 29th. Today only one boy has the birthday in this day. So we will run this one. Okay, you can see only one person has the birthday. So email sent to that particular staff, copying to the manager, and happy birthday. The birthday boy name is here. That is the application of date function. Now we will see a date add function. Here you can see this is the function. This is to add the hour. Then we are declaring variable new date as date. We are assigning to the variable. So date add function, within that we can put D for the day. So we are adding 5 days from this date. So we can get that into the message box. Then we can convert that variable into this date format. Whatever the date format we can convert. Now we will run this. You can see 4th June 2023. Here from this date 5 dates added. Okay. Also you can see this is the day to add or subtract D. This is the year, quarter, month, likewise hour, minute, second. Likewise we can put into this place. This is the interval type to date add function. You can see this is the date if function. The date if function, we are declaring date 1 and date 2 as date, then the result as long. We are assigning to this date 1 and 2. We will get the date difference that will be assigned to the result. So date difference, here we will get the day difference between these two dates. So we will get it in the message box. So you can see there are 365 days different. This is 1 year gap. For the date difference function, we can use this year, quarter, month, date, week, hours, like this way. This will be the difference. This is one of the assignment example for the date if function. You can see variable declaration for k is equal to 2 to 8. We are going to get the date difference in the column Z. In the column Z here, this is the table date 1 and date 2. Here we are going to get the date difference. So date difference function is here. We are going to get the month difference. From X column, there's one date. In the Y column, there's one date. You can see. So from X and Y column, we are going to get the month difference from the row number 2 to 8. So we will run this. The month difference will be assigned into this column. Likewise, we can use the dative function. This is the dir function. This is to open only one file from the folder. We are going to open one file from a folder. So we have to declare variable folder name and file name as string. We will assign to the folder name and file name. The folder name path will be assigned here. This is one of the folder path. Finally, we have to put this slash before the double quotes, then because we are going to write the file name after this. So file name from dir function, the folder name, this path will be here, and person, then this is the file name. McDonald workbook file name is here. Then we are going to open this file using workbooks.open space folder name and person file name. Then this file will be opened from this particular folder. Only one file. So we will run this. You can see the folder file is open because the file contains macro coding. So we can jump to the Excel file. This file is opened. You can see in the title the file name. This is the next example for the dir function. Here we are going to open all file from a folder. Earlier we opened only one file. Here we are going to open all file. So variable declaration folder name and file name. We are assigning the file folder path here, the same path. Then we are assigning to the file name dir function folder name and person. Here for the file name, we are assigning what are the files we are going to open from that folder. If you write asterisk dot asterisk, then all files will be opened from that particular folder. If you write asterisk dot xlsm stick sign, then all macro-enabled workbook will be opened. If you write txt here, then text file will be opened. Then likewise, we can open every files from the particular folder. So here we are going to open all macro-enabled work. So within the do while loop, file name not equal to empty, workbooks.open folder name and person file name. So we are going to open the first file. We are setting that directory empty. Then we are assigning to the file name. Then next file will be opened. Likewise, all macro-enabled file workbook will be open. So we can run this one. You can see we have got Excel, one of the file, this one I will close one by one. This one opened, this one open, and this third one, this is the fourth file. Okay, this is the fifth file, this is the sixth file. There were 6 macro-enabled workbook in that particular folder. This is the another example for the dir function. Here we are going to get all the file names from the folder. From the particular folder, here you can see this is the folder. We opened all 6 macro-enabled workbook earlier. So from this folder, we are going to get the all file names. In the file name, we will assign the dir function. This is the folder path, comma, VB directory. Then from the VB directory, all file names we can get. Then as earlier, do while loop until file name not equal to empty, we will print all file names in the immediate window. So using debug.print, we will print all file name. So to get the file names in the immediate window, the shortcut is Ctrl G to get the immediate window. So we can get from view, here is the immediate window. When we run this, from this folder, all file names will be written here in the immediate window. Let's run this. You can see these are the file name from this folder. There are 8 files. You can see this is another example for the dr function. The same function is here. Here we are getting the file names from the particular folder in the immediate window using debug.print. Here, instead of this line, here I am writing these lines. Okay, so using the for loop, for I is equal to 1 to 100. I don't know how many files you need. So I am writing, if there is 100 files, I am writing for the safe line. So the seed 1 here, cells I comma AB. In the column AB, in this column, we are going to write dot value. The file name will be written in this column from here. We are assigning the dir empty to the file name, then file names will be written one by one. So why I'm here, I am putting the if statement. If file name is empty, then exit sum, because after writing all file names in this Excel file, then some procedure has to be exited. If I didn't write this line, if I put more number of files here, then it will be error. To avoid the errors, I am writing this line. So we can run this one. We will see all file names written here. You can see this is for left function. First example, we will declare variable my value. Then we will assign to the variable the left function. Here is my name, full name. In the left side, 7 characters we are going to print. Then we will print that variable my value in the Excel range in the A16. So we will run this one. We will check the A16. Here it is printed. The first 7 digits. Here you can see another example. First name we will declare a string I as integer. So from 4 is equal to 2 to 6, in the column AD, you can see column AD, that is here. So this is the full name. Here we are going to get the first name using left function I comma AD from the AD column. Then this is the string from here. Then for the number of characters, using insert string 1 comma from the first character, then we are writing the full string, then until empty it will count. So from here, case the first character 1 2 3 4 5 6, it will count the empty also. So including empty, there are 6 characters. So after that we have to deduct 1 to deduct the empty characters. So there will be 5 characters. Using left function, from that name 5 characters will be written here. So this is in the for row. The first name will be written in the AE column here. So we will run this and check it out. You can see the first name is written from that full name. This is the mid function. You can see middle value. We are declaring this is the mid function from this word, from this text. From the 7th character, we are writing 4 characters. So 7 character is G. From that we are writing 4 characters. So the word good will be in the message box. You can see good. This is the next example for the mid function variable declaration. We are assigning to the variable using mid function. This is the full name from the first character. How many character we are going to write using input string from the first character, that is string. It will count until comma, because the name contains comma between first name and the surname. So it will count from here to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters will be here. Then we will reduce one character to avoid the comma. So 7 minus 1, this will be 6. So using mid function, from this text used from the first character, 6 characters will be written. So we will run this in the message box. You can see the first name Ramesh has the 6 characters will be written. So we can see the next example. We can get the same in the Excel range dynamically. 4 is equal to 2 to 6. We are assigning the first name mid value, that the first full name in the AG column, same as previous function. Then we will get the first name in the AH column. You can see AG column has we will get the first name here, AG column has the full name. When we run this, the first name will be written here. Okay, we will run this. You can see using mid function. This is the right function. We will check this variable declaration. We are assigning to the variable using right function. This text New York. In the right side, we are writing the 4 characters. You can see in the message the last 4 characters written. This is the another example for the right function, declaring 3 variables k, l, s. Those are as string. For the l, we will assign the length of this name. For the s, we will assign insert string from the first character for this name until the empty place comes. In this name, until this empty place comes, it will count. So it will count the characters. So it will count from here to here. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters is there. So here we will assign to the k using right function. This is the name. In the L, we have number of characters from this full name. Then in the S, we have number of characters only for this name. So number of characters will be deduct from this one to this one. So we will get in the message box. You can see the last name is printed here. This is the another example. We will get the same thing dynamically in the range. We are declaring k, l as string, I as integer. For I is equal to 2 to 6, that will be in the AQ. You can see AQ, that is here. You can see the AQ, we have the name, first name and last name separated by space. That's the full name. Using insert string, this is the full name, comma, until comma it will count. Then we will assign into the AR column here, right function. The full name is here, L minus S, as it is earlier. This will be run in the loop. Here, all first name will be written. We can run this one. We'll see that. You can see all last name. Here, all last name. This would be the last name. Will be written using the right function. Here we will see the month function. We declared a variable date as date. So month num as integer. So we will assign this one to the date variable date. Then we will convert that date to the month. We will assign to the integer variable month num. Then we will get what is the month in the message box. Month number. So we will print this is the 10th month, that is October. In the next example, we will see from k is equal to 2 to 11 in the AK column, row number k, AK column. We will see AK column, that is here. Then we will assign to the AK column months from AJ column, months in the AJ column here. Then we will get the month from here to here using the for loop. We can run this. Now we will get the month number. This April 4, July 7 likewise. Here we will see the not function. Okay, as string we are declaring this variable. In the if statement, not 45 is equal to 45. If not, then we will print test result is true. We will assign to that k. In the else case, test result is false. We will assign it to the k. Then we can get that k into the message box. In this case, if it is not, then this is false. We know we can get test result is false. Now we will change this 45 is equal to 46. Not. Then the test result is true. We can run and test this. Test result is true. This is another example, the not function. For each worksheet in active worksheet.worksheets from this active workbook for all worksheets, then using if function, if not worksheet.name, we already declared the worksheet WS as worksheet.name is equal to sheet1. That this worksheet name is sheet1. If this is not, then worksheet.visible is equal to Excel sheet very hidden. Other than the sheet1, we are going to hide all the sheets from this workbook. So we will open few sheets here. So except this sheet1, other all sheets are going to be hidden. So we will run this one. We'll check this. Except this sheet, other all sheets are hidden. Now in this example, using the for statement for each worksheet in the active workbook.worksheets, if not worksheet.name is equal to sheet1, if the worksheet is not sheet1, here we using the not function, then worksheet.visible is equal to Excel sheet visible. Apart from the sheet1, all other worksheet we are going to unhide because the sheet1 is already there. Other sheets we are going to unhide. We will run this, all hidden worksheets will be appear. You can see. In the another example for the not function, for the same example here, if not worksheet.name is equal to sheet1. So apart from the sheet1, another sheets we are going to delete. Then WS worksheet.delete. So all worksheet will be deleted other than the sheet1. So here we are using the not function. So we will run this. Here we have few sheets. We will run this. You can see apart from the sheet1, other all sheets are deleted. Here we will see the function O function, variable declaration. If 25 greater than 20 or 50 less than 30. Here we know this is true, but this is false. But here we use the O function. One of them are true. So this is the result will be true. So condition is satisfied. We will assign to I variable. In the else case, condition is not satisfied. We will assign into the I. So if this is true, this one. If this is false, this one. Then we will get the result in the message box. We already know that is true. So the condition is satisfied from this one. This is the second example of O function. This is a bonus calculation. For I is equal to 2 to 11 in the AN column. If cells I, AN, we will check the AN column here. We will assign to the AN column. From the AN column, if this is finance, or from that AN column, if this is IT department or finance department. We are using the O function. Then we are giving 5,000 bonus that will be assigned in the AO column here. In the else case, for the another department, in the AO column, we are giving 1,000. Okay, we can run this one. You will see for the IT and finance department 5,000 bonus. For the other department 1,000 bonds. Next, we will see the round up function. We will declare this variable k as double. Then we will assign to the k worksheet function dot round up. This is the round up function. So this integer we are going to round to 0 decimal. We'll get in the message box. You can see 289. That is for the 0 decimal. We will change this to decimal 1. We will run and 288.6. That is for the decimal 1. We will change this to 2. Let's run this. That is for the decimal 2, 288.53. We'll change this to 3. This third decimal 288.527. You can see. Now we will change this to -1. It is for the 1th place. So we can run this. It will be 290. Then we will change this to -2. It is for the 10th place. So 300. Now we will change this to -3 for the 100th place. So round up is 1000. In this way we can use the round up function as well. Here we will see the split function. You can see here we will declare the variable my text as string, I as integer, my result as string. So we will assign to the my text string variable. So this is my name is Excel VBA. So we will assign to the my result string variable again. They're using split function. So we are splitting this my text. So after splitting that, we will assign to my result. Then in the for statement for I is equal to 0 to u bound my result. Why we are getting from 0? Because the my result of 0 is the first text. So we will get that in the Excel range from I plus 1, because I is equal to 0 already. Then I plus 1 will be 1. In the AT column, we will get the my result. AT column is here. So we can run this. You can see each words will be separated using split function. You can see in the unbound here, this will be number 4 because it is starting from 0. My result 0 is will be the my from this my text. So that's why we are starting from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 texts here. So from 0 to 4, totally 5. That's why this you found will be 4. And here we are starting from 0. Then my result 1 will be name likewise. This is another example for the split function. We can see same as earlier we are declaring the variable. Here we are assigning to the variable I u bound my result plus 1, because as I said earlier, u bound my result will be number 4 here. Then we are adding 1, then only we will get the total text in this my text. Total words count is I. So we can get total word counts here. Earlier we print all the text, all the words here. Now we will get the total words from the text. You can see there are total word count is 5. That's why we are adding 1. We will see the time function here. So using the time function, we will declare a variable current time. Then we will assign to the current time the time. Time will be assigned to that variable. Then we will get that time. So in the message box, current time will be there. Now 1:30 p.m. 1:30 49 seconds p.m. For the next example in the time function, we will get the date and time. Then date, then person, we are giving a space, then time. Date and time will be, we will assign to the range AB1. You can see here we are going to get the date. Now we will come on this one. We will run this one. We will see the AB1, the current date and time here. Between that there is a space. Now what we are going to do, we will remove this one. Again we will uncomment this. After writing the date and time, we will format that AV array to this format. The date will be like this, then a space, the time will be like this, including AM and PM. Let's run this one. You can see that is formatted as this. This is a value function. We will see that variable declaration as variant, then we will assign to the variable value val. Within bracket we are writing some numbers within double quotes. The result will be in the message box, these numbers. You can see 1 4 5 6 4 7, because it will take all the numbers from left side. See in this example, plus 4 5 6. When we run this in the message box, you will see 4 5 6. It will take the numbers from this, ignoring the plus. Here you can see in the last example here, minus 4 5 6. So it will consider minus also. So result will be minus 6 when we convert it into the value. In this one you can see value 100 space kg, 100 kilogram. When we run this, you can see there's only 100 in the message box, because when it comes non-integer, it will consider only integers from the left side. When it's non-integer, it will ignore and it will print only the numbers. The values will be converted in this way. You can see in this example as well, value, here's the date 14-5-2019. When we run, it will convert it to value only 14, because the next one is a non-integer dash, then it will ignore remaining things, then result will be 14. You can see here a few numbers and strings and numbers. When we run, the first 4 digits 7459 will be there, then it will ignore from here. This is another example. You can see here the first character is starting from a string, not a number, so it will ignore everything and the 0 will be printed. You can see the value is 0. When we convert this to value, that will be 0. You can see this example, 24545 space dot space 2. When we convert this to value, the dot will be taken as a decimal point, so it will be written as a full decimal number. So we can run this. You can see 24545.2, so it will consider as a decimal. We will see the another function, variable type, var type. So we will declare the variable my var. So we will assign this word to the variable. We can get that into the message box after converting to variable type. This hello will be converted to the variable type. The variable type number is 8. You can see from here, the 8th is this one, VB string, the variable value string data type. So from this table you can see the numbers. In this example you can see we are assigning this variable declaration and we are setting variable equal this workbook. We are setting this variable to this workbook. Then we will see what kind of variable type is this. When we run this, you can see that is number 9. Number 9 is VB object. See this example, 32,500. We will check the variable type. Number 2, that is VB integer. Let's check this, 40,000 can be long. Number 3, yes, it is VB long. Check this one, 40,000 within double quotes. So this is a string. Let's check this variable type. Number 8 is VB string. These are the variable types you can see from this table. I will upload this file and you can download from the description. This is the last function we are going to see, 20th function, worksheet function. we are going to assign to the range bb12 as value. So worksheet function dot sum, then sum range is from bb2 to bb11. You can see in the b column we have a range, in the bc column we have a range. So bb2 to bb11 from here to here. Also in the bc12 we are going to assign via here using worksheet function. The function is sum function, range bc to bc11. So here will be the sum. Okay, here we will write this again. Worksheet function dot, you can see all functions will be here. You can pick any function to get here. Some function here, some ifs, anything we can pick it from here. So within double quotes, range. Right, now we can run this. The totals we can get into the cell B12 and BC12. You can see this total and this total. Another example for this worksheet function. So using worksheet function, we will assign into the range BJ1, worksheet 1. Here we are going to use the VLOOKUP. So we will see here from this table. This is already a table. Here I got the drop down names. So I will select one of the name from here. So VLOOKUP, then the lookup value is bi1, that is here. We are selecting from this drop down that value. Then the range from EE2 to BG11. From here to here, the range. Then the third column, 1, 2, 3. So I am going to look up the email for the exact match 0. So when we run this, the selected person's email address will be looked up. Let's run this. You can see the email address is here. You can use this function in your VBA projects. Thank you.